My name is Kitty Mortland. I love Shakespeare. I've loved Shakespeare since I was 16 years old, and I hope to be in all of Shakespeare's plays before I die. My first meaningful experience with Shakespeare was probably when I first read it in high school. I was in the program for smart kids, and so while the rest of the school was reading Romeo and Juliet, we read As You Like It, which I think is the superior play. And I kind of instantly fell in love with it because it's a play with a strong female lead in it, which you don't necessarily think about that when it comes to classical literature. But it was fun, and the language caught me, and we got to, high school stuff. We were split up into groups, and each group got to reenact a scene. And we did, I think it was the first Rosalind Orlando in the forest scene, and I was sold. I was like, I have to do this. I have to do more of this in my life. I'm doing my first history play right now, which is fun. I've always been a little scared of the history plays, and especially as a female actor, I've been a little bit afraid of the histories because there aren't as many female roles, and oftentimes they're in two scenes and could very easily be cut from the play unless you do weird things to them. So I'm actually very excited to be doing my first history and to be actually contributing to the play, which is fun. I want to say I've probably only been in 8 different plays or something like that, so I still have a ways to go. Patience, diligence, the desire to research things, and probably most importantly, you have to listen as a Shakespearean actor. If you listen to, and I think that goes for any kind of acting, to be honest, but if you listen to what the other people are saying and they know what they're saying, then you know what they're saying and you can respond to it appropriately, because it's all in there. He wrote the stuff to be actor-proof, so if you say the words as they're written and as they're punctuated, and you listen to the words the way that they're written and punctuated, then it falls together and you get these beautiful little superhuman moments. I love it. I think because so much of it is so human, but in such beautiful terms, it perhaps makes me more aware of the simple beauties and the complexities and the humanity around me. As I've done various Shakespeare plays, and especially as I've played different characters in the same play, because there's a few that I've done more than once, it's interesting to be able to look at the same scene from different angles. And I think that that's something that then can translate to regular life and realize, okay, this is how I'm interpreting this situation in my life, a relationship, a job thing, whatever. But then being able to say, oh wait, but they're looking at it from this perspective, so maybe I need to cut them a little slack and back off and just look at it differently. Whenever I'm feeling depressed, I pull out To Be or Not to Be, and I'm like, that's it, right exactly there. That's all of it. This was a monologue actually that I worked on in a class back in Chicago, and I love it because Regan is as evil as Goneril, if not more so, because she has the middle child syndrome thing going on as well, and it's a monologue that's a little bit pieced together from the scene because she's actually interacting with somebody, which I also like monologues that interact with somebody, but she's so delicious and evil, and because it's a little pieced together, nobody else ever does it, so I can do this at auditions, except for now I probably can't, that it's going to be on YouTube, but whatever, I'm going to do it anyway. What might import my sister's letter to him? Why should she write to Edmund? Might not you transport her purposes by word, be like, some things, I know not what. I love thee much. Let me unseal the letter. I know your lady does not love her husband, I am sure of that, and at her late being here she gave strange Iliads and most speaking looks to noble Edmund. I know you are of her bosom. I speak in understanding. Yar, I know it. Therefore, I do advise you, take this note. My lord is dead. Edmund and I have talked, and more convenient is he for my hand than for your lady's. You may gather more. If you do find him, pray you, give him this, and when your mistress hears thus much from you, I pray desire her call her wisdom to her. So fare you well. If you do chance to hear of that blind traitor, preferment falls on him that cuts him off.